Hey there, lovely people. This is Sean, and I'm at the lovely place. Today, I've got something special for us. It was an amazing surprise. A friend of mine who I met as I was hiring him to do some work for me on our ditches, getting them graded out with the excavator and adding riprap, which is on another video series, actually a whole series on that. He was kind enough to let me know that, well, he was going to be leaving his skid steer here for about a week, that he would be happy for me to use it for anything I need to use it for. So as you can imagine, I was psyched. I was so excited. We are actually in the middle of our ditch and riprap project right now. He's coming back today later, and we'll resume that series on a different video. But I've got a few hours today before he gets here that I can start using it. Now, the projects that I have that we could do with this skid steer, and I'll show it to you in just a second, they're endless. I mean, from deep in the woods to grading pads for different projects that I've got, one of them being the water catch behind the barn. I would really like to get that done. There's a multitude of projects that a skid steer will, I wish I had one permanently, but I've got one for a week-ish. So I'm so excited. What an awesome opportunity. I'm very thankful to you for loaning that out to me. I didn't even ask for it. He just offered it, which, good guy, very nice guy, a good friend now. But we're going to get some stuff done today. Now, one of the first things that I know I've got to tackle is his dump truck had broken down. Originally, the plan was that he would have a dump truck on site, and as we were digging all these ditches, let me show you, we would put all this dirt into the bed of the dump truck and go dump it. But if you can see around the whole side of the driveway, going all the way up toward the front, there are mounds of soil base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, there's a dozen and more, because there's 2 or 3, 4 up this way that we need to get up. And so I'm going to take, there's a lot of it up here with rock that we pulled out of one particular ditch. I've got some holes. I'm going to show you my first intentions, and that is to fill up some holes. We've got a lot of runoff right through here. This is a low spot in the field, and we've actually added some rock over time into this hole. It's like the water's just kind of sinking it in there, and then here's the one in front of it. So strange, but I'm going to take that heavy base soil there, or that dirt, and there's a lot of chert and a lot of rock, big rock mixed in. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to try to lay it out in a way that it hopefully won't continue to erode down in there. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna do the same thing here, and I've got another one down at the bottom of the hill. We've just got a bunch of little things to put dirt in, little holes and stuff. Then I'm gonna find a spot to pile all this dirt, and then we'll see what kind of time we have and go from there and get more things done. But this is my first time ever, I should have said that at the beginning, first time ever setting inside a skid steer. I also have this ditch right here that goes down. There's a lot of runoff right here, a trench. I need to fix that. But my first time ever using a skid steer, and he was running late when he had to leave, and I think I got about a 30-second tutorial on the controls. So let's see if I can remember anything. Don't judge me, because this thing's probably gonna be jerking around. I'm probably gonna look like the amateur that I am. But check this thing out, it's a beast. SVL75-2 Kubota. Got the track system on it, and we've got a big bucket out front for doing all kinds of heavy duty work. This thing has a cab and an air conditioner that works, so I am psyched. There's the seat. I'll show you the controls when I get in there and get this thing started. It's gonna be slick. Can't wait. We got a full tank of diesel fuel, and I will leave it to him with a full tank of diesel fuel as well. But yeah, this thing's a beauty. That is nice. So we're gonna see it in action. I'm out here alone today, so I'm gonna do my best to get some great recordings for you. I've got a couple of different points that I'm gonna be placing the camera along with the tripod, so we'll see how we can do. All right, come along with us, let's get this done. Okay, I'm all in. This is not a harness that goes with the skid steer. This is for a camera that I'm gonna be placing out that way in just a little bit, that hopefully you'll see some cool footage from, along with one outside the cab, and along with some a tripod and some other things. So right now I want to show you the console or the instrument panel, whatever we have here. So alongside here you see this. That's what I'm going to need to do when I get ready to rock and roll. We have the key here, and this is, I guess, a parking brake. I believe it has to be down toward me when it's time to roll. This one automatically comes back toward me. I think those are the two he told me needed to be turned on. The right joystick, by the way, is to control the bucket up and down, and then roll it side to side. Pretty simple, just like a tractor. And over here, this is your forward and reverse. And I'm assuming you're turning as well. And so we're gonna see how that works. Air conditioning system right here. That's probably the most important thing today, since we're all closed up in here. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this puppy to start. This door is pretty slick. So the way it works, and I was like, I don't want to get stuck in here, but up top on each side there is a thumb. I think I'm gonna have to do it on. Okay, so I guess it wasn't locked or latched up there, but yeah, you just drop it down and pop it forward like that. I threw my phone on his case up there. That's where we're gonna have you mounted in a little bit as well, and we're gonna have you mounted right here. That's not a bad view. So let's see what we can accomplish here and get this thing started. So I'm gonna mount you to do that because I need both hands. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I messed with the door. I popped it back up, and so yeah, listen to this. Click, and you do the same thing on the other side. And you can do it together when you have two hands, and then just slide that whole glass down, and it just locks into place. Okay, I'm leaving the door open for the moment. Let's pop this down. These are not being touched right now. There's the throttle, by the way. I forgot to tell you the throttle's down here. So it's on turtle right now. There's also another control, I think, that takes it from turtle to rabbit. We're going to stay in turtle for the moment, and let's see if we can get this thing to start. Maybe that's not the key. Maybe it's upside down. Maybe it's this key. Okay, we have ignition. So let's grab this and just see if. All right, obviously nothing's happening yet. Probably need to shut the door in order to make that even work. So let's get the door shut. Okay, so now let's see if the bucket lifts. Bucket doesn't lift yet. Maybe I give it a little throttle. Let's see. Maybe this has to come over that way. Now the brake's on when I do that. So what am I forgetting? Okay, it moves. Oh, I guess it just needed a minute. I believe we're going. I don't know where the RPMs are. So one thing's for sure, I know. You just do that. That doesn't sound. I hope that's okay. I don't think I've got a brake on or nothing. So again, if I push this down, brakes on, push it off, brakes off. I believe we're okay. Let's get this off the ground a little bit. Bring this back. Okay, this is gonna take some getting used to. Why don't I just try to go down the driveway a second here. I don't want to mess anything up, and I feel like that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound smooth. I'm gonna try to call him real quick and just make sure I'm doing things right. Okay, well, no answer. Let's just crank this throttle up a little bit and see if it feels a little different. When you let go of this joystick here. So if you get anything not going right, you just let go, hands off, and you're gonna be okay. So anyway, where do I start? Let's go down here. make the perfect flat spots with this. Bringing dirt back all the way to the back, so we're going to go to piles and just bring them back and pile it up for future use. Okay, we got you hooked up on the window. Let's see how this goes. I gotta say, I love this thing. I mean, it is work, you know. I mean, it's all work. Whatever you do with equipment, it ends up being work after you get used to it. It's like just another thing, just another tool. But I can tell when I get used to this, it's going to be a good tool. It's going to be a tool that I can really do a lot with. Let's see here, grab that right there. There we go, nice and shut. Yeah, I cut it short, but for now, for the moment, I'm gonna go get some grub in me, and I probably got to get back to doing some putting the landscape fabric in the ditches down through there. This has been dumped in with the skid steer. We're going to spread it out with the excavator. Check out our videos, our series on the riprap and the excavating the ditches along the driveway to see everything that we've done here and everything that we're going to finish up doing. As far as the skid steer and those projects, I guess this is part one of that, because I'm going to have more coming up. There's no question about it. There will be more projects. I've got this thing a few more days. It is expected to rain, so I may not get as many days as I would like in on this guy. I want to show you a close-up of what we did early when we were coming across the driveway and filling in these holes over here in the field. This is where we get a lot of runoff coming down, and it was creating some sinkholes, and I have filled this in with this really solid, good dirt base, rolled over it quite a bit. So I'm hoping that water will just scoot right on across, and this is where the other hole was. And one thing I haven't done yet, and I'd like to, is there's a runoff ditch right here. I'd like to come in here and fill that in a little bit. I may have him do that because it's a little bit on an angle, and he might be a little bit more steady at the hand than I am, and a little less nervous about it. But I want to thank you again for coming and visiting with us here at the lovely place. I hope that you got a little bit out of the video. I mean, this video, obviously, if you're a pro, if you've used a skid steer forever, all you could do is sit back, eat popcorn, and laugh at me. But for you guys who have never even touched a skid steer, that was me today. That was my first time actually hopping in the seat, cranking one up and doing anything, and that was with about a 30-second tutorial. I think we did it right. We got a lot accomplished, but we're gonna get a lot more accomplished real soon. So let's go eat. Have a great one. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Like the video. We'd love for you to be around on this journey as we create this homestead here at the lovely place. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.